Juan Martin del Potro stuns Roger Federer to meet Rafael Nadal in US Open semis. Juan Martin del Potro stuns Roger Federer to meet Rafael Nadal in US Open semis. Juan Martin del Potro celebrates during his win over Roger Federer. So much for the first US Open matchup between Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. Federer failed to live up to his end of the bargain. Hours after Nadal did his part with an easy-as-can-be victory to get to the semi-finals at Flushing Meadows, Federer was unable to join him for what would have been the most anticipated showdown of the entire 2 weeks, wasting chances to take control and missing makeable shots in a 7-5, 3-6, 7-6, 8-6-4 loss to 2009 champion Juan Martin del Potro on Wednesday night, Thursday NZ time. Roger Federer struggles to hide his frustration during his 4-set defeat to Juan Martin del Potro. Federer entered the quarterfinals with an 18-0 Grand Slam record this season, including titles at the Australian Open and Wimbledon to raise his record count to 19 major championships. But he tweaked his back at a tournament last month, curtailing his preparation for the US Open, and he was not quite at his best for stretches. He needed 5 sets to win each of his first 2 matches, and Wednesday, he succumbed to the same formula of massive forehands and booming serves that del Potro used when he upset Federer in the final 8 years ago. Rafael Nadal celebrates advancing to the US Open semi-finals. Before the tournament began, Nadal was honest as can be when asked whether he hoped to face Federer at the only Grand Slam tournament where they've never met. The answer, the number 1 seeded Nadal said earnestly, was no, because he'd rather go up against someone easier to beat. Well, as it turns out, he'll go up against del Potro on Friday, when the other semi-final features 2 men who have never been this far at any major, number 12 Pablo Carreño Busta of Spain vs. 28 Kevin Anderson of South Africa. Andrei Rublev of Russia smirks at Rafael Nadal in the early stages of their US Open quarterfinal. Nadal, who has won 2 of his 15 Grand Slam trophies in New York, overwhelmed 19-year-old Russian Andrei Rublev 6-1, 6-2, 6-2 in the quarterfinals, then had to wait hours to see what Federer would do under the lights. Arthur Ashe Stadium was packed, and both men had loud groups of supporters. Federer's fans would cheer for del Potro's faults, considered bad etiquette in tennis. Del Potro's faction would break into raucous, soccer-style songs of ole, 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 ole. Delpo. Delpo. Well, I think it's my home court, too, del Potro said in an on-court interview. The 2-hour, 51-minute contest was filled with some sublime shot-making by each player, and some real moments of shakiness for the 36-year-old Federer, whose forehand in particular was problematic. The turning point was the 3rd set tie-breaker, which Federer was a single point from winning on 4 occasions. At 6-4, del Potro hammered a good return that caught Federer off guard, resulting in a forehand into the net. At 6-5, del Potro delivered a service winner. At 7-6, set up by a double fault from del Potro, Federer missed a backhand, and his wife, Mirka, put her hands to her temples, before standing to offer encouragement. At 8-7, Federer's 4th and last set point, del Potro hit a huge forehand winner. That began a run of 3 points in a row for Del Potro to claim that set, the last when Federer pushed a backhand volley long. The suspense in the fourth set was brief. At 2-all, Federer dumped an overhead into the bottom of the net to gift a third break point of the game, which Del Potro converted with a stinging cross-court backhand return winner to nose ahead for good. Del Potro showed no ill effects from his 3.5-hour, 5-set comeback victory in the fourth round, or the illness that's been bothering him, and had the 1.98-meter Argentine coughing into a towel late in the second set. His forehands were powerful and precise, including one reflex pass hit so hard and so close to Federer's head that he ducked out of the way. Federer was uncharacteristically off at moments, including a very bad forehand volley that was way off the mark and set up Del Potro's match point. Nadal, meanwhile, strolled past the 53rd-ranked Rublev. "He gave me a lesson," acknowledged Rublev, the youngest U.S. Open quarterfinalist since Andy Roddick in 2001. Rublev didn't put up much of a fight, with 7 double faults among his 43 unforced errors. "I will try now to practice harder to improve everything for the next time if we play each other," Rublev said, "to try to compete better." Truth is, the way Nadal is playing at the moment, few would be able to offer much in the way of a challenge. He has won his past 3 matches in straight sets, his uppercut of a forehand at its dangerous best. In the women's draw, Madison Keys completed the clean sweep for USA, giving the host country all 4 US Open semi-final spots for the first time in 36 years. The 15th seeded Keys served impeccably, controlled ground stroke exchanges from the baseline, and was never in trouble during a 6-3, 6-3 victory over 418th ranked qualifier Kaia Kanepi of Estonia that lasted only 69 minutes. That came several hours after 20th seeded Coco Vanga's 7-6, 4, 6-3 elimination of 2016 runner-up and top-seeded Karolina Pliskova of the Czech Republic. Pliskova's loss means she will be replaced at no 1 in the rankings by Wimbledon champion Garbine Muguruza. On Thursday, Friday NZ time, Keys faces Vang, with the winner reaching her first Grand Slam final, and no 9-seed Venus Williams meets 83rd-ranked Sloane Stephens. Not since 1981 have there been 4 American women in the Final Four at the U.S. Open, when the quartet was champion Tracy Austin, runner-up Martina Navratilova, Chris Evert and Barbara Potter. It hadn't happened at any Grand Slam tournament since Wimbledon 4 years after that.